Yo, YouTube, this is Jordan Steele 88 coming at you with another video. Title of this video, Pirates versus Cardinals series recap. So let's get into it. So the Pirates take 2 out of 3 against the St. Louis Cardinals. Start with the first game of the series. The Pirates routed the Cardinals in the first game of the series 11-1. Our starting pitcher from the Pirates, last name Hatcher, forgot his name. He only played 3 innings, didn't give up any runs, only got 1 strikeout, but he did pretty well to keep the Cardinals in check when he was on the mound. I know he got into some kind of jams, if I recall correctly, but got out one of those jams. But Falter was the pitcher for record, only gave up 1 run and 8 strikeouts. He played the last 6 innings, and he did a phenomenal job on the St. Louis Cardinals offense. The story of this first game of the series was the offense. The offense brought out the bats. The Pirates offense brought out the bats. They brought out the bats in this series. They bring out the bats in the series. And that game, they only had 1 home run. That was a 3 home run by Josh Palacios. Because the RBIs were by Connor Joe, Andy Rodriguez, Uguero Pegrel got 2 RBIs. Williams got RBI, but Palacios was the man of the hour in that game. He put on quite a show in that game. So the Pirates won the first game of the series 11-1. They just routed the Cardinals in that first game of the series. So let's move on to the second game of the series. Pirates won the second game of the series 6-3. Juan Oviedo went 5 innings, only allowed 1 run and 5 strikeouts. He was impressive in that game. Juan Oviedo was impressive. The bullpen only gave up 2 runs. That was all by Dario Morea, if I say his first name right. But Holderman and Bednar didn't give up any runs when they were on the mound for 1 inning. So for the bullpen, they got to combine 3 strikeouts, 2 for Holderman and 1 for Bednar. So the pitching was decent in that game. And anyway, Juan Oviedo was a pitcher of record. The offense did fine, not as fine as they did in the first game. Because the home run was by Andrew McCutchen, who, by the way, got his 299 home run in his career. He's 1 away from 300 home runs in his career. Could he get in one of the Cup Series? That remains to be seen. And the RBIs were by Jiwan Bay, Reynolds, McCutchen, who, of course, got 2 RBIs. Connor Joe got an RBI. So that was the Pirates' offense in that game. So Juan Oviedo gets his 7th win in the of his season. So the Pirates won the second game of the series 6-3. Let's move on to the third game of the series. Pirates lose the third game of the series, 6-4. Ortiz in that game, he was shaky in that game. Luis Ortiz was shaky in that game. He was shaky. He gave up 5 runs, only pitched 3 innings, only gave 5 strikeouts. The bullpen only gave up 1 run. That gave the St. Louis Cardinals an insurance run in the top of the 8th, if I recall correctly. So the bullpen did fine, but Ortiz not so much. He's attacked with a loss. The offense, they had chances with bases loaded twice in that game, but only got one of them the first time with bases loaded when Connor Joe was hit by the pitch. The other times, they just couldn't do it. So the RBI was by Ke'Bryan Hayes, who continues to play pretty good baseball. Other with Connor Joe, and one by Jason DeLay. But Connor Joe got 2 RBIs in that game. And when Ke'Bryan Hayes hit that home run that got the Pirates within 3 in the bottom of the 5th inning or 6th inning, whichever one, if I recall correctly. So the offense just had chances, but weren't able to do so in that game, especially with the bases loaded like at least 2 times. So yeah. So the Pirates lose the 3rd game in the series 6-4. So that's the 3rd game in the series. Yeah, the Pirates may not have a winning record this year, but probably ain't gonna finish with a red record though. But this team has been doing a pretty good job on the Cardinals this season, mainly because the Cardinals, they've been on the Pirates for years. But with the St. Louis Cardinals, they're having a down year this year, and the Pirates are taking advantage of it. I mean, Pirates, like I said before, the Pirates have been playing pretty well against the St. Louis Cardinals in this series. So, yeah, in this series, so the Pirates take 2 out of 3 in this series, and they get ready for another homestand against the Chicago Cubs in 4 games. Pirates have not won a game against Chicago this year. So, that about do it for this video. This is Jordan Steele 88. Like, comment, subscribe for more Pittsburgh sports content and other sports content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, let's go Bucks.